Donkey of the day for Thursday, March 21st goes to a man named Alan Maloney. Now, you may not know who Alan Maloney is, but let me remind you. Do you remember the young brother Andrew Johnson? Remember back in December when the high school wrestler was forced to cut his dreads by a high school referee? Remember they said Andrew Johnson's hair length violated the rules and made him cut his dreadlocks?
Awful.
Or he would have to forfeit the match? You still don't remember that? Let's refresh your memory by going to CBS Weekend News.
High school wrestler Andrew Johnson stood silently as his dreadlocks were cut seconds before his match in New Jersey. Referee Alan Maloney apparently ordered him to chop his hair or forfeit. Johnson chose the cut. The rules state if an athlete's hair is longer than their ears, it must be contained. In 2016, Maloney was investigated for hurling a racial epithet at a black official. The case was later dropped. The New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association released a statement saying that they are working to determine the exact nature of the incident and whether an infraction occurred, and is recommending that the referee in question not be assigned to any event until this matter has been reviewed. Well before a wrestling match begins, a skin and nail check is required of every athlete to prevent violations. Johnson apparently passed that stage, but wasn't told there was a problem until he was about to step onto the mat. Elaine, he was given 90 seconds to make that decision.
Well, Alan Maloney was the referee of that match. He's the one who made the call to have the young man cut his dreadlocks. According to Alan Mahoney, he gave Andrew time to get a hair covering. Andrew didn't have one. So in accordance with the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association, he provided the wrestler with the time to correct the deficiency, a.k.a. get a haircut. Gave him 90 seconds. Now, everybody in this room has seen this video, right? Right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, let me ask a question. Who looked like the victim in this video?
Of course, the young man who had to cut his hair.
Absolutely.
Who looked like they were wronged in this video?
The young man who had to
The
cut
young
his
man
hair
had to
off.
cut his dreads, yeah.
When you saw this video, a lot of us said to ourselves, man, I wish I was there. I wish I was this man's relative or friend so I could intervene and say, good brother, you don't have to do this.
I wish I worked at the school so I could have been like, absolutely not.
Yeah, don't let this bald white man make you cut your crown, young king. All right? Alan Maloney was jealous and envious of this black man's dreadlocks because Alan got the bald head with the hair on the side. You know, if you type in like bald old man on your smartphone, that emoji that comes up, that's what Alan looked like. Alan got the kind of bald head that looks like a Halloween wig. Like only people in life who ever made the bald head with the hair on the sides look fly were black men. Okay, George Jefferson and Homie the Clown. That's a fact. All right, do your Googles if you're too young to get the references. I don't have time to explain. Now, this young man, Andrew Johnson, passed the hair and nail test before the match, which means he was good to go. But for whatever reason, Alan Maloney, who according to highschoolsportsnj.com was once reported for using a racial slur at another official, decided that this young brother had to relinquish his crown. Now, after hearing all that, if I said to you, someone in this situation is filing a lawsuit, suing for emotional distress, who would you think I was talking about?
The young man
The
who
young
was forced
man-
to cut his hair.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
the young man with the dreads.
Come on now. This is America. All right, in America, the entitled, privileged people in positions of power always want to play the victim, not the actual victims. All right, Alan Maloney, the referee, has begun the process of filing a lawsuit, claiming that he suffered emotional distress and defamation of character. He says he has suffered $100,000 in damages and has not officiated a match since March 6th. Let me tell you something. That is the epitome of privilege and entitlement in America. How dare people criticize me because I did something wrong, right? All I did was tell a Negro what to do, all right? Even though what I told him to do was wrong, what happened to the good old days when we demeaned and disrespected Negroes and nobody said anything? Let me tell you something, Alan Maloney. If your resume consists of you calling another referee the N-word 2 years ago and making a black man cut his dreadlocks 90 seconds before a match for no reason, the only person defaming your character is you. Right? Nobody can call you racist if you're not doing things that can be considered racist. Nobody causing you emotional distress. You're stressing yourself out. Please let Kathy Griffin handle my white work.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
All right.
Is that a case that should even be accepted?
He got some nerve.
Like,
Absolutely not.
that shouldn't even be accepted.
No. All right.
Jesus.